Good evening, everybody. How we all doing? Hi, Rachanka. How you doing? So, fun fact I found out.
You will be in VC shortly. She's just taking some meds. Hey, short, I get it.
What? Okay. So, I found out Nintendo doesn't copyright strike their music. So, I can use a playlist that I wasn't sure on. They don't do it very often if they copyright strike. It's only going to be like if you're really blatantly using their stuff inappropriately. So, we can have some actual music. Although the DMCA stuff is pretty good. It's just a different playlist I added out. I'm sorry, I just looked at my recommended for... What in the fuck is that? Twitter. Or Twitch. That's not fucking weird at all. Honestly, if this specific stream gets DMCA'd out the ass, then we know that this was not a good playlist to use. I've been playing with too many wires. I'm trying to get my shit. Oh, it's rainy tomorrow. Who would have fucking guessed looking at the weather report? Thank you, Microsoft. For the obvious shit. Sorry, I'm trying to get all the menus ready before I switch over and the camera ready before I switch over. Alright, that's ready. Arm for the camera's ready. Oh shit, what the fuck? There you go. Stay there. I was like, what? When the fuck did Chupito say that? I'm like, okay. Hi, not. Hi, Shiny. Nope, not that. Oh my god. Okay, stop. I'm trying. Hi, Shiny. I'm trying to get my camera working. I accidentally hit the wrong app.
You're discorded, or you're muted on Discord. English is a language.
Well, at least that's the scuff tonight and not something else. We'll see. I still haven't gotten the camera hooked up. Why has Google got an axolotl?
It's National Axolotl Day.
Oh. Okay. I'm just like,
And then again, it's Google. They usually,
actually, sorry, it was
if
Bing.
national holiday for something, they
Sorry.
put some random there.
Sorry, it was Bing, not Google. I'm pretty sure Google has one though too. Because that would be a Google thing to do. Bing's just like, we're trying to beat Google also. We've built ourselves into your computer, so you have to use us.
Yet still nobody fucking uses it.
I have occasionally used the search bar on the bottom of the Windows 10 and 11 screen. Because sometimes it's just, I need to just search something really quick and I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if you heard me say this, but Nintendo doesn't copyright strike their music.
They used to. That's interesting.
No, they only do it under like certain circumstances.
Well, to be fair, you're not, big enough yet for Uncle Nintendo to notice you.
Because I've noticed like people like RT Game and a few other like big streamers who also upload their VODs to YouTube, they don't get struck with stuff. And RT has used his stuff while like doing the poop volcanoes in City Skylines. So, yeah. It's like, unless you're doing something blatantly like against what Nintendo would approve of, they pretty much are just like, yeah, just have fun.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, this is supposed to be all
God forbid you use their own software that they put into their games. I know a dude called Octo Boy got taken down because he was using the in-game cam function that they normally only use for like tournaments and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So Nintendo just pretty much nuked his channel. Well, I say nuked. It's still up, but that video got taken down.
Yeah, it's complicated with that kind of stuff. Like I said, I looked into it. They won't copyright strike unless you're like purposely like using their music to monetize for your own gain. Like using it as background music, they're fine.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, this playlist I found is supposed to be DMCA free, so.
Yeah. Now I got Bubblegum KK stuck in my head again. Thanks, Nami.
Listen, I also found a Christmas one, so we'll be probably playing that. Probably the week up till Christmas. During the week of Christmas, I might play. I doubt I'll do a mini painting Monday on Christmas. We'll see. I need to get a Santa.
Well, Christmas. Oh, I was gonna say Christmas is usually on a Sunday, but
Christmas Eve.
Or Christmas Eve usually is.
Yeah, Christmas Day is a Monday. Well, it depends on the time. It depends on the year. I think there's one year where like a Monday and a Tuesday.
Yeah, fair enough.
God damn it.
Ooh. Crack all my bones. Get ready to paint.
God, I bought his shit. I bought like 2 of his shirts after he died. Technoblade.
Who? Oh yeah.
I bought the 2 shirts I have of his is his logo shirt in red with the black letters, and then I have the "No officer, I drop kicked that child in self-defense." But ever since then, it seems like lately, I don't know if somebody is using his stuff to like get you to buy merch or what's going on, because I've been getting a ton of emails from Technoblade's website.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of it's like S&Ds because people are using his face to sell shit.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah, it's just like, dude,
no.
can you not try to profiteer off a fucking dead man?
Well, that's why I'm hoping his family's not trying to do the same thing. Because his dad, I think, has been starting to use his YouTube, Technoblade's YouTube, to stream as him, to like, not exactly stream as Technoblade, but just kind of like showing the community that they still kind of care for them.
Yeah, it's still scummy. Like, the dude is dead. Let him stay dead.
Yeah. That's why I'm not sure if the dad is. I'm not sure if the dad's just using Technoblade's like soft like streaming computers and stuff like that, or what's going on.
Yeah.
Because I know there was a special episode they did like on the anniversary of his death where the dad went on to the Dream SMP server and they showed him around. They're like, oh yeah, here's all the stuff your son did. He kind of just was like, yep, that sounds like techno.
Yeah.
But I just saw a random email. It's like, hey, you know that really cool Christmas item you could get somebody? And I'm like, no.
Yeah. So I've been eyeballing a Modius mousepad on Etsy.
On it? Well, did they not do a Modius one? The one that I have?
No, you have Judgment.
I know
I know
have
there's
Judgment.
a Modius one on Etsy.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if the person who I sent you does Modius. I know they do Lucy, and I know they do. It must be Melania. Or the gamer one.
Yeah. The one that has like something the bitch demon or whatever.
Well, the bitch demon is the coffee demon. The gamer demon is the one that's sister with the bitch demon.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That everybody also likes to make a ton of art of the 2 of them together for some reason.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's because they're
Although,
demons, but it's like still.
Yeah. Although I have been seeing a lot of Chaos Triplets art going up.
Well, it's because the Chaos Triplets are fun.
Yeah, but at the same time, Valandar has literally said...
Van Ripper?
No. Van Ripper, yeah, sorry. I don't know where I pulled Valandar out of my
I
ass.
think there is arts called Valandar, and that's maybe why you said it.
But yeah, it's... For some reason, people don't consider Valandar literally said... Or not Valandar, Van Ripper, sorry.
Well, to be fair, all Van Ripper said about that, because Van Ripper loves the art of his characters being made. All Van Ripper said is it's sensory overload for the 3 of them, so only one of them would be actually involved.
Yeah. But let's be real. Who do you think Helltaker would smash out of all of them?
Lucy.
Honestly, I don't see him smashing Lucy.
They literally have the husband-wife thing going on in the end of the game.
Yeah, fair enough, but at the same time, I still see him more going for either Modi or what was that one? Not Chaos Triplets, it's not Bell.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it's theorized in the timeline where. So, the problem is we'll never get confirmed which timeline Lore Taker happens in.
Yeah.
Because some people are like, oh, it's just in the future after he's died and they're still on Earth.
Yeah.
And the other are, no, it's in the timeline where he goes to be with Beelzebub instead and gets stuck there.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Taker is better off with Justice.
Well, this is the thing. With the reason why I say it's most likely Lucy is main girl.
Yeah.
She's got the mom thing going on. She is technically the one that they all respect because she is the Queen of Demons. She's the
Respect.
Queen of Hell.
Mm-hmm.
It's the joke, is that when push comes to shove, they all do actually respect her or listen to her in a way. They're demons.
Yeah. You notice I scoffed heavily there.
Yeah. That's why I was saying. It's like, they do actually respect her. It is established that they do respect her and they do listen to her. They all kind of have...
Their own prerogative?
Yeah, because they are demons. Alright, we're delaying long enough.
Well, to be fair, one might say you're this universe's Lucy.
Yeah. Where the fuck did my... I'm sorry, there's a button missing. No, seriously, there's a button missing.
I thought you were pausing for dramatic effect to do like one of those, listen here, you little shit.
I'm not disagreeing with you. It's like, you could consider that, but what I'm looking for is where's make a poll? Gone.
Yeah.
Somehow that got removed. That's weird. I do have another mini on the printer.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I do have a mini on the printer that I could have gotten ready, but it's just, I didn't get home till like 4 or something today. Not because it worked. I actually had other
to be
stuff.
fair, you did. I was gonna say you did do a postal run, which I'm grateful for.
The reason I was gonna do the postal run no matter what today. But what ended up happening is I had to go take care of some stuff after work, so I actually had to leave on time today instead of getting some overtime.
Yeah, I'm just surprised a bunch of people weren't freaking the fuck out.
What? With what?
Think about it. Seeing a busty demon girl walking into the postal office.
I can shapeshift.
Fair enough.
I do have a human disguise. One of these days, I will get it animated. I will get a model of it.
Well, to be fair, you're looking at a Pokemon that's disguised as a Gobbo half the time.
At this point, I just think you're a Gobbo that's just named Shiny. Because that is a very Gobbo name.
Touche.
Alright, I started a poll. I'm gonna let you guys decide if we're painting Skeletor or Necrons tonight. And then
Well, you know what I'm gonna vote for.
I know what you're gonna vote for. I do need to get a Santa or two. A Santa and a Krampus, actually, because I meant to get... If I'd known yesterday was Krampus night, I would have probably painted something Monday.
Yeah. Well, yesterday was Krampus night. Today is St. Nicholas.
Yeah. Well, next week I'll probably paint. I'll probably try and find a Santa for Monday night. And then I'll try and find a Mrs. Claus for Wednesday. Or whichever.
Oh, that reminds me. Is there gonna be a Queen's Court this Sunday, or are we doing a makeup stream?
It'll probably be a makeup stream instead. It'll probably be here on Twitch because had a Twitch stream scheduled for that day.
Yeah, fair.
Now, like I said, if I can get this this PC next to me, working, and it handles the VR set better,
Yeah.
then what I'll do is I will copy my OBS settings over to it,
Yeah.
and my Vroids, well, maybe not Vroid, we might just leave Fugi on.
Yeah.
And what might end up happening is we might eventually turn this into a streaming only rig. With the only thing we do on it full time is VR stuff.
Yeah.
And then my big PC can stay as a gaming PC.
Yeah. And then there it is again, Nami. Oculus did update their stoof.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be a case of when they updated their current minimum.
That's exactly what happened. That it says on this PC. When I start the Oculus software, this PC does not meet the minimum requirements.
Yeah.
The laptop, it says, oh, you meet every other requirement, but your graphics card is not good, which is exactly what's happening. Why I keep getting the jitter, why I keep having all this stuff happen. I should have recorded what was happening, because what would happen is my hand would be here, I'd move, and the fingers were still kind of moving with it.
Yeah.
So it's like it couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
So I think it's a tiebreaker. I'm gonna have to do Shiny because there's one person for Necrons and there's you for Skeletor.
Yeah. I was gonna say just flip a coin.
Oh, the Necrons won this. To be fair, the upside is I could wait till you get your Skeletor and we could paint them together.
Well, to be fair, I want to get that commission piece done first.
Yeah.
So, you better off painting yours, that way I can use yours as a reference.
Fair enough.
But again, I'm not going to sway the vote either way.
I know.
It's your stream, you do what you want.
I know. Where the fuck did my dice go?
Okay. How does this have a tiny ass piece of ear where you can't get a brush?
How do I not have my dice within reach? Up to there.
Here, do you want me to roll? Because I have, like, a bag of dice next to me.
Alright, Lurka, since I know you picked the Necrons. Wait, no. Because you're always gonna... You have the weird luck.
I was gonna say, Nami.
Alright, do we do odds, Skeletor, Necrons, evens?
Sounds fine by me. Again, it's not my stream.
I know. Alright, that's 2 out of 3.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Ooh, that's a pretty dice.
Yes. We've got an 8.
That's one even.
That's 1 for Necrons. That's 1 for Skelly, because that's an 11. Alright.
This one decides it. And 11's an odd number, so...
It was another 8.
Oh, was it? It looked like an 11 to me.
It was, no, so 11 for Skeletor, because I said odds for Skeletor, evens for Necrons.
Well, Necrons
Somehow he didn't even say it.
Well,
Actually,
again, Murphy's always been screwing me over, so
here's what would have happened. He would have said odds Necrons, even Skeletor, and it would have rolled odds.
Yeah.
The only upside is to painting all these guys. They're going to be batch painted. Because I don't have to... I don't even have...
Individually do them.
Yeah. Enjoy the lurkin'. Well, they're all one color. I don't have to Zenithal. I don't have to slap chop them. because they're metals, which is best to do with black underneath.
Yeah.
The only one that's going to be a little interesting is the only one that's going to take a bit of time is this guy.
Also, Nami, I need to talk to you after stream at some point. It's sure as hell not going to be tonight, though.
Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's alright. I just wanted to ask you something. That's not...
Is it something I could give a yes or no answer to if you put it in Discord?
Kind of. Let me finish this load on this brush, and then... I'm gonna have to do the backside of that arm some more, but... eh. And I gotta let those layers dry anyway. Alright, let me put this in the other Discord.
Honestly, we'll see what happens when I look at this stream, and if the entire thing is just muted, then we know it's not. Then we know not to use this playlist ever again.
Yeah, well, I haven't, I haven't turned on stream audio yet because I've got the TV muted. Hold on.
Well, I don't know if it'll actually mute that side of things.
But yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I gotta fix this guy real quick, so he's actually gonna stop painting so I can fix him.
Yeah.
Well, because he's
Okay,
trying
you're not
to...
muted, by the way.
I had a feeling it wasn't, I just wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy we're gonna set aside so he can dry, because for some reason he's coming off the base, or he's trying to.
But yeah, when you get a chance, ding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do I work on the Walter, or do I work on the Gob some more?
I don't think I needed to add water to this paint. It's flowing way too well.
Is that the
This is the
contrast?
No, this is the metallic speed paint.
I don't know, I'm surprised it worked that well over black. Usually it doesn't work that well over black for me.
Metallic usually is metallic works best over black.
Mm.
And since we're going
Well,
for
not
something,
necessarily, because I was working on a slime paladin, and I used the gold on it, and it worked fine. But then again, the gold is probably different than the bronze.
well, this is Talos bronze, which is like a very, it's more of a copper.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I'm trying to make these things look worn and aged, so I'm kind of.
Yeah, and I don't blame you. Okay, question, Nami.
Mm-hmm.
Kislev for the bristles on the Walter, or the um whatchamacallit, XV on the bristles. Because I need a good wood color for the handle. Also, I realized I'm calling it Walter, even though you don't know who the fuck I'm talking about.
Exactly. I'm like, what the fuck are you painting?
Like, son of a bitch. So, Walter's workshop is known to have a platypus as his mascot that's a painter.
Oh, him! Yeah, I'm friends with him.
And, yeah, pretty much, whenever I see a platypus, I call it a Walter.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't told him that yet, mind you, but...
Yeah, me and him are moots on TikTok, and I think we might also be moots here on Twitch.
Moots?
Mutuals.
Oh.
Friends.
Mm. Although,
Well, he's actually raided me a couple of times, too.
yeah. Did you see that dino he did semi-recently?
Maybe. I have to go double check, because there's a lot of stuff where it's like I see friend and I just automatically hit like and save on stuff
Well,
to
and
help
again,
boost him.
I say semi-recently. I haven't watched his ass in a long time. Just because he's usually live when I'm fucking doing something else.
God, here's some nostalgia here in this song.
So why is that bronze is so shiny? Like, what the fuck?
Talos Bronze Speed Paint 2.0. That's why I said it's weird. I didn't think it needed water because it's flowing way too well, but it is doing like exactly what I wanted it to do.
Yeah.
Which is weird because Speed Paint always kind of does the exact opposite of what you want it to do.
Yeah. But, you know, that considered, I know what a platy looks like. I'm just
Yeah, it's
brown and black.
I was gonna be funny and be like, nah, it's blue and it's blue and occasionally it wears a hat.
I don't want to do my Doofenshmirtz impression because that'll hurt.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, I was talking to somebody recently. You know the easiest way to do a Rick impersonation from Rick and Morty?
Just belch and say Morty. That's
No.
it.
Well, that's what everybody thinks it is. You want to know what you do? You do a Doc Brown impersonation and burp occasionally. Morty, we gotta go back to the future, Morty. Because that's what he is. He's a parody of Doc Brown. And people forget that.
Yeah.
Like the
A parody of Doc Brown, but obsessed with finding this Morty's actual Rick that killed his wife, if I remember correctly.
until they, well, so that's the B. That's kind of the B plot, which they actually already answered that. That's already been taken care of. That's a mid-season thing they took care of.
Mm.
Because they brought. This is to tell you how much of a mid-season thing it was. They brought Evil Morty back. Pretty much had him and Evil Morty just fix the entire problem. And now,
Yeah, I like how when Evil Morty realized Rick was up to something, he's like, "Mother."
yeah. Well, that's the thing. Evil Morty explains how he's Evil Morty, and it's like, okay, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's, oh, you come to realize Rick's an asshole, and he'll never change.
Yeah.
Every Rick is so full of themselves, they had to put themselves in a central finite curve so that only they would be the smartest people alive. The problem is, Rick hates himself.
Yeah. Well, Ricks hate himself.
Ricks hate themselves, I know. That's the whole point. It's like, Ricks are so self-destructive. That's why I think the truest good Rick was the one that they were using to make the vanilla wafer things.
Yeah.
The one who decided to give up.
Like...
The one who decided to give up on science. The one who decided to actually just be happy.
Yeah. Which, when you think about it, is actually really sad that he literally freed himself.
Yep.
And then, yeah.
But that's kind of the whole point of specifically Ricks, is they hate themselves, so that the one time the Rick that actually gets himself the help he needs is the Rick that they're just like, God damn it, I wish I had everything he had. It's like, yeah, go to therapy.
Mm. Although I'm still tripped up by the whole space what's-her-face versus the clone what's-her-face.
Oh, Beth.
Yeah, I can never remember her name.
Yeah. To be fair, the whole bit about that was to try and, at first, one-up the baby. But at the same time, that baby was like the ultimate jump the shark moment, where it's just like, you just went as absurd as possible now.
So when it comes to Rick and Morty, their whole shtick is being off the wall crazy.
The problem is they tried to pull a South Park level horrible joke without South Park's kind of punch. Because South Park, they would have done something like the baby, and that would have become one of the funniest fucking characters we've seen in a long time on South Park. Because you'd almost feel bad for it, but then it would just like get into some weird ass hijinks where you're just like, what the fuck is going on? Then again, Matt and Trey haven't really made like an outstanding episode that makes me go, oh my god, I need to go watch South Park again. From what I've heard, the COVID special and the one of the more recent specials they did were interesting, but I'm not getting HBO Plus or whatever, HBO Max or whatever it is, just to watch it. Where's it on Hulu? I don't fucking remember.
I think my favorite special they did was... I just spaced it. Literally. It was when the Citadel had been destroyed.
Oh, you're talking about Rick and Morty, yeah.
It was, I think it was the 2017 special, Christmas special.
Yeah.
Where, they had to go to the Citadel despite it being Christmas.
Yeah.
And Rick being Rick is just like, why would we celebrate a holiday about a fake Yahweh? Considering Rick's got a god complex.
Yeah. The funny thing is, Rick doesn't exactly have. It's weird. Rick doesn't have a god complex. In the sense of, oh, he thinks he's a god. He just thinks. Sorry, I just saw a hilarious conversation out of the side of my eye on another Discord channel. I'm just like, I can't talk about that, but that's hilarious.
Twitchify it if you can, because I'm curious.
Two of my soon-to-be D&D party people for Blue Twitch are, well, one of them's talking in their personal Discord server about something going on that they were doing, and the DM just popped out of nowhere, just basically going, I'm gonna say a different word, but you can tell what I actually mean. Nerd is what she said about what's going on.
Yeah, I can see why you danced around that one. Good night. I've heard of being horny on Maine, but like, golly, lady.
No, she was making fun of the person, the player. Because they've been talking about some stuff they're planning to do for Fansly and stuff.
Yeah.
There's no recovering what I just said. I'm like, nope, fuck it, I've already said it.
Also, I thought this brown was a lot darker than it was.
Yeah.
Turns out it's not. I just only did one layer and it made it look darker.
Yeah. This is watered down Talos bronze. Let's see what happens when I don't water it down on this guy.
I was using Thonda.
Ah.
Because, yeah, Thonda over black looks a lot darker than it actually is. Because, like, Tonda's more like a shit brown than, you know, like a brown.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know if you were actually here yesterday when I talked about what I could potentially do for a community night. Because I was talking about Lancer so much yesterday or the night before, Monday. I had a realization. It's like, oh, I could teach everybody. I could do a community night where I teach you guys to play Lancer, and then we do like a quick mission.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't fight like a mecha game where it's like, it's weird. The best way to describe it is, it doesn't play like. It doesn't play like you're fighting in Gundams. It plays like you're kitting out a soldier to do things.
Yeah. So my issue with mecha isn't necessarily Morty Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally just the sheer amount of freaking mecha anime that there is out there. And it's just like, because of where I'm at, that's the only thing people ever want to talk about. And I'm like,
I mean, do we want to talk about the ultimate mecha anime, Attack on Titan? As soon as I say that, everybody realizes it might actually be a mecha anime, and it's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, well, again, you said it yourself. All the dude had to do was say, kill your wife. And that shit would have been solved immediately.
All he had to do was tell her to go back in the past and kill her husband. That's all he had to do. It's like, yeah, you would have potentially killed everyone in your version of your timeline, but guess what? whatever timeline came from it would have been a better one than the one you had done. That you had came
I
from.
think what's it doesn't fuck with time.
Hmm? Aaron Yeager and or Rick.
No.
You cut out, so I don't know who you're talking about.
No. So, yeah, I'm leaning away, Mike, sorry. But yeah, like I was saying, so... son of a gun. I think my phone's dying, that's probably why. But yeah, so, the guy that does, Rick and Morty.
Oh, they're very much implying there might be a time travel. They've already done a time travel episode where Rick basically explains it's dumb to try and kind of keep people from wanting to do it, and I'm like, no, that's to keep them from relying on it. The amount of convoluted stuff they had to do to make it work, to make everything work out right, it's like, we'd have to do this every time we time traveled.
Yeah, but in the case of Rick, and him just saying time travel is messy, I don't disagree with him because it's like one little fuck up from a time travel.
They literally did,
and you've completely.
That's the Snake episode. That's the whole point of the Snake episode. Is they had to do so much convoluted shit that the snakes discover time travel themselves and make the time paradox police come in and stop it. To fix all the problems that Rick caused. Well, to be fair, Morty caused, and then Rick executed it.
Yeah. Well, and then, what was the thing? It was timed considerably shortly after it. Snake Hitler.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I said it's like they did that in that episode where it's like, should you go back in time and kill Hitler? And it's like, technically no, you shouldn't. As much as it's the right thing to do, unfortunately, if you kill Hitler too early, time travel probably ceases to exist, which means you're either stuck in the past or you just cease existing.
Yeah.
The problem is you have to like perfectly plan out time travel to the point where it's like you might as well not do it. Because all it takes...
Yeah. Well...
Sorry, Spider Dance started.
You did stop there, what the hell?
Spider Dance started.
Oh.
It took me a second to realize it's like, oh, this is Spider Dance. But yeah, time travel is kind of that whole mucky thing. There's only been a couple of shows that have done smart time travel. Rick and Morty's was still...
Yeah.
Rick and Morty's was smart time travel idea, but Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
I think the only...
I like how you can explain most of the series, but with a... But Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Well, because it's Rick. Rick is self-destructive, and he will always use Morty as his excuse when he's self-destructive. Because
well, no, like how...
it's like, all Rick has to do is basically tell Morty... Basically, Rick has every opportunity to basically tell Morty... It's like... Kid, we can't... It's like, he does kind of say it, but he will eventually give in to Morty. Because I think there's part of him that wants Morty to be happy. Or it's more or less, he just kind of wants to... I think it's one of those things where Rick knows he needs to do the right thing, and Morty is kind of his conscience, but the problem is... Rick also knows there's a lot of times where it's probably better to not fuck with something.
Yeah.
And then there's the spaghetti episode.
We don't talk about the spaghetti episode.
No, the spaghetti episode is actually really interesting thought experiment. It's like, is it better to know where something like that comes from and what it costs, or would you rather be oblivious to how it got there?
Yeah. Well, in my case, it's down to a case of if you don't know, it shouldn't bother you.
It's kind of
But it's just like,
yeah. Well, the funny thing is
because it's Rick and Morty.
Well, it's a zero moot. It's kind of a zero moot. It's the Galactus argument.
Yeah.
Galactus knows what he's doing is wrong, but he's used the excuse of, listen, do you get upset when you eat a cow? It's the same concept.
Yeah.
It's like, you need to eat. Do you really want to question where the food came from? Because unless you can find a proper alternative that makes everyone happy, it's almost like I'm targeting a certain group of people. It's like, unless you can find...
Ow.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's... First off, if we know where that conversation's going, where I'm about to say something. It's like, first off, humans are omnivores. If you want to be vegetarian or vegan, go ahead. Just, nope, not going there. Nope.
Mom's Liberty would like to know your location.
Moms of Liberty's not the ones who are pushing that. That's PETA.
And you looked at it again. Even Pokemon took a stab at PETA.
Well, PETA tried to take a stab at them, and Pokemon went, really? It's like, that's why we have it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at my GABA. I'm trying to think.
Okay, I think we're gonna do the guys who need gold on them next. So, literally like 4 models. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, did you ever find that what was her name? The chick from Fighter Z. She's normally brunette, but when she goes boom mode, she turns white. Okay, context. Her hair turns white.
What?
She's technically supposed to be 16's mom.
Oh, 21. I need to look at Digital Dark or anybody did one. I know somebody did.
Because there's a lot of human 21s. I just can't remember if anybody did a non-human 21.
Is this Spider Dance again? No, okay. What fucking came before Spider Dance then? Oh, Dummy. Okay, that's why. Right, I forgot. Dummy, Nasta Bloke, and... Yeah, Dummy, Nasta Bloke, Muffet, and Mew Mew all share a similar beat. Because they're all ghosts or spooky things. Just like all of the boss monsters share similar notes.
Yeah. Oh, I like how Tori's and
Yeah, when you play Tori's and Asgore songs together, you hear Hopes and Dreams.
yeah. Although Hopes and Dreams, that song just slaps.
Yeah,
It's one of
because
those.
it's the
It
true
has
final boss.
no right to go as hard as it does.
It and Megalovania are the true boss songs.
Eh. Well, yes and no. Megalovania is PTSD inducing because how freaking bullshit that fight is.
To be fair, it's on purpose. The whole point of that fight is because he wants you to stop. He wants you to get bored of the fight. He wants you to reset the game. He wants you to reset back to before Sans is dead. His fight's not meant to be... His fight is meant to piss you off, and it succeeds at what it does, from a storytelling point of view.
Yeah. It's just... Like, I love Sans as a character, but fucking hell, that fight.
That's why I said it's the point. That's the whole point of that fight, is it's meant to piss you off, it's meant to make you go, fuck this, I'm resetting the game. But it's also meant to teach you patience, and it's also meant to force you to have patience, something that you probably didn't have the entire Genocide run.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of the Genocide run is you have to have patience, because once you get to a certain point, you can hit him. Without
Yeah, because he ends up passing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, even then you can still cheese that fight by literally letting him fall asleep of his own accord.
Yep, that's the whole point, is if you let him fall asleep, you basically can just beat him.
I'm talking literally about cheating that fight.
Yeah.
Literally just stay on that screen, and because neither of you are doing anything, he will eventually pass out.
Yep.
Which is so dumb. It's why most speedrunners hate the Sans fight.
Yeah. The whole point of the Sans fight is, like I said, it's to piss people off. So the fact that it succeeds at what it does means Toby designed it right. If you could call the coding in his game...
Unlike most developers.
Well, I was about to say, if you could call the coding in his game coding.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch to my PC. My fingers are starting to cramp.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Yep. There's no easy way to put headphones on on my model, but I can just picture having headphones just popping with headphones on. Welcome back. Are you actually back, or are you just chilling?
I'm back, but I'm just sitting here by them. It's like I love these new brushes that I got, but yeah, they make my hands break.
Okay, can you see the oxidizer on it, or not really?
Yeah, it looks. I think you overdid it on the oxidizer, but
Well, the problem is it's also dried.
yeah.
To be fair, there's scarabs also.
Yeah, and scarabs don't really need to be all that precise.
Yeah. Well, if anything, scarabs, because they're smaller, would have probably oxidized a lot faster. Too, in the situation we're going for with these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how everybody refers to Necrons as the galaxy's bug spray, but forgets that the scarabs are a thing.
Well, it's because it's a holdover from their from when they were like. So the Necrons used to be the Tyranids, in the sense of they were the thing, nobody really knew what they were. Because when they were making the Necrons, no one really knew what they were. Maybe they were men of iron. Maybe they were. Maybe they're humans maybe they're like a secret cult similar to the Mechanicus. Maybe they were. Nobody knew when they first came out. And they looked a lot more like Egypt-themed robots.
Yeah.
But as things have gone on, they've kind of made them less and less.
Egyptian-y.
There's aspects of it still there, like in their naming schemes and stuff like that. But for the most part, yeah, they are. The scarabs are a holdover. There's a few things that are holdovers in terms for them.
Yeah.
And you can obviously tell that.
Yeah. They don't look like normal Necrons in a modern sense.
Yeah. I am kind of annoyed though in the newest codex. They killed a lot. They haven't killed off a lot of named Necrons, but there's no data sheets for them. And it's kind of weird that the Necrons of all races have like the least number of named characters.
Yeah. Yet they have like the biggest armies most of the time when they are played.
Technically, orcs are bigger, but because technically you don't need a lot of Necrons to do some terrifying stuff. Because of their reanimation protocols, there's a reason why the Necrons don't really have an equivalent to a Titan. Because they have Titan killers in some of their vehicles.
Yeah.
It's very easy to do a 2,000 point Necron army.
Yeah.
Like, I think the closest the Necrons had to anything like a Titan was a Forge World model.
Yeah.
And you don't really see it talked about much. It was just basically a walking cannon.
Yeah. Well, then you could argue that the reanimation monoliths
Yeah,
are the Titans.
pretty much. They are kind of their biggest thing. The Orcs, it makes sense that they would have Titans because they're going to see the humans making stuff that's got a ton of guns on. They're like, I want it.
It's like, if anything, orcs make it better.
Well, the thing is with the Orcs, they're just footballers. That's literally what they're based off of. And somehow Gazgul is supposed to be Margaret Thatcher.
No, I wouldn't. Well, yeah, Margaret Thatcher, yeah. I was gonna say Ronaldo, but
Well, because supposedly Gazgul's name is a anagram for like Margaret Thatcher. I don't see it.
mm,
Well, because you have to remember, it's like there are no good guys in 40k.
yeah. Well,
Which is
again,
funny because in Age of Sigmar and Age of Sigmar, Fantasy tried to do that, and yeah,
well, and then again, Chaos is about as close to the good guys as you'll get. But that's a theory in and of itself.
Sorry, I'm trying to turn. I'm trying to mess around with my music because the music's a little loud and I can't hear you as well. Technically, pre-retcon, the tower the closest thing we had to good guys. But
And there
fans were
again,
just
the
like,
Tau do have their own faults as well.
well, no, because before they retconned it that the Tau were brainwashing their people, the Tau didn't have anything necessarily evil about them. They had a caste system, yes. But for the most part, they were all about the greater good. Hell, one of the funny things is, it's talked about the fact that on fringe worlds near Tau territory, humans fall to them all the time. But the funny thing is, they still worship the Emperor. They just practice the greater good, too.
Yeah. And of course, the Imperium being the Imperium, they don't like that.
Actually, weirdly, the Imperium is okay with it. But they do fight the Tau on a lot of things. It's weird.
Then again, the Imperium is its own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Anything self-governing always ends up fucking up somehow.
Well, the sad part is, up until Rabute woke back up from his nap. Well, no, Rabute got rebooted. Sorry, because he was dead. Well, he was near dead.
Yeah.
When Rabute got reawakened, Rabute's whole thing is. See, the problem is I keep saying Rabute and I keep wanting to go Robot Gorilla Man or Girly Man because that's the nickname for him everybody gives.
Yeah.
Rabute's whole thing is I love spreadsheets and I love logistics. He is like the one who should have been running the Imperium.
Yeah.
Because when Big E found him, there was like he had an entire quadrant of a galaxy under his control. Like most of the planets that I think were under, most of the planets that were under Gilliman's control.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, as soon as Emp showed up, he looked at Biggie. He goes, "You've got to be my real father. Here's my empire. It's yours." And I think most of his planets are still under his control.
Yeah.
Because they are ran so efficiently.
Yeah. Well, then you've got Kato, who's the complete opposite.
Say it again.
Kato's curious.
The funny thing is, Kata Sicarius is almost all the Ultramarines individually are actually really cool and interesting. Carriot, I think you mean Caiaphas Cain. Because Caiaphas Cain is mood kindred. Because he keeps failing with success.
Well, and then a lot of the Ultramarine Primarchs are really close to Ascension.
No. Well, there's only one Primarch for the Ultramarines. And that's Rabute. Rabute, he pretty much is...
Oh, no, I'm thinking Lionel.
Lionel Johnson, he's just cranky old man who woke up from a nap. And is going to fix everything.
Yeah.
Because literally, he woke up, his first thing is he's getting a bunch of the Black... He's getting a bunch... Not the Black Legion. He's getting a bunch of his traitors turned loyalists again under control. He's getting... He's about to go fight Angron one-on-one. I'm pretty damn sure of that at this point.
Yeah. Well, let's be real. Angron is Doomslayer incarnate.
If anybody's Doomslayer, it's the now canon character from Bolt Gun.
I was gonna make a Encanto reference, but I decided to hold back.
A what reference?
An Encanto reference.
We don't talk about Bolt Gun?
Pretty much.
Bolt Gun's good. I just got pissed off because one fucking enemy ruined the game for me. It might be fixed now.
Well, then again, to be fair, they tried to be a Doom clone. That's what did him in.
No, it's a good game, and in fact, it's actually really loved. It's a really good Doom clone because it's not a Doom clone. It has Doom clone esque things, but it's very much not a Doom clone.
Yeah.
It does a lot of things that Doom clone should do, and it does it right.
Yeah. For me, it's more, we have Doom. We don't need another Doom-like.
That's why I said this is Doom-like, and it's actually, that's why I said Bolt Gun's really good. It's just there's one enemy that pisses me off because it does a stupid attack.
Wasn't it that flying bitch?
No, it's the fucking Lord of Change.
Oh, right, that bitch.
The Lord of Change has an attack that just immediately takes 50 health, no matter what. And you have no way to outrun it, you just have to get behind something and hope he doesn't see you when he's doing the attack.
Yeah. Well, there is another one that's pretty bullshit as well, because it has an AoE the size of... Well, I'm not going to make that joke because it's pretty ill-timed, considering.
What, an explosion the size of Ocean Gate?
No. An AoE that would make Kim Jong proud. I can tell you're trying not to laugh at it because you know I'm right.
No, I was just trying to think of a follow-up joke for that. Problem is, all the bombs Kim Jong-un has have all been given to him by Russia, and he keeps going through them to show that it's like we have We have a military might. It's like you keep destroying your military might and testing them. And here's the problem. Russia's running out of them. They can only keep up this bit for so long.
But have you noticed that because of the anti-Semitism, the anti-Semitism in the Middle East going on now, nobody gives a shit about Putin anymore?
It was done on intention. Okay, so this is less. What's going on in Palestine and Gaza is to distract us because it's like, oh hey, we're still donating money to another country's fight as well. Because here's the thing, in any other situation, we wouldn't be talking about this. This has been happening for the last... Normally, we hear about this, it's like, oh no, that's tragic. In other news...
Yeah.
It's literally the fucking System of a Down song. What the fucking song is it? There's a System of a Down song where it opens, and it's this guy's reading news articles. It's like 1 second, it's like for a few seconds it's a really bad story, and then it's like, and then a dog named Leroy. You know what, folks? Yeah, I think it actually is System of, I don't remember. But yeah, it's basically, it's like, it's to distract us. Because here's what's going to happen. If we all started to realize, wait a minute, if we all start working together, shit can actually get fixed. Instead of finding reasons to hate each other. Because the problem is the powers that be want us hating each other.
Yeah. Because, Illuminati.
It's not Illuminati, it's good for business. There's no big Illuminati, it's just hate sells better than peace. It's a lot easier to convince you to buy something to... It's a lot easier to convince you to buy something to protect yourself than it is to fix the problem.
Yeah. Well, and like how people were waking up to the whole, hey, maybe 6,000 round mags aren't a good thing.
The fact that we immediately go to guns is a funny thing because it's literally, there's multiple things that fit what I just said too. It's easier to convince people to buy something to protect themselves than it is to actually fix the problem. And the government and corporations know that. If the government and corporations actually wanted to fix the problem, they would put better regulations on things that would prevent it from happening.
Well, and like the whole argument with AI.
The AI is a perfect example because the only people who want AI are the people who make money off of it. No one else wants AI.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to lose their job to something that can be done by a computer. No one wants their job to be... No one wants art that looks the same as everybody else's art because that's the problem. AI is going to get to the point where it's cannibalizing itself. Like, I've seen some good AI art. To be fair, there's sometimes where I see AI art and I'm like, I'm pretty sure what you did is you made something decent and then you photoshopped it to look better.
Yeah.
Because there was this one picture of these 3 Gorgon sisters. I'm not going to say what's going on in the picture. But one of them had accidentally turned somebody to stone doing something.
Most likely they were exploring the labyrinth, we'll just say.
Yeah, well, we'll say that. And all 3 of them, the art looked great, and I thought it was hand-drawn. I scroll down into the comments and the person's like, yeah, I don't like to say that it's AI art. And I'm like, what do you mean it's AI art? There's no way that's... I looked at one of the Gorgon sisters. I thought her arms were crossed and she just had this weird jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
It was a giant lump of just like her two arms going into like this weird metal thing. And I'm like, oh. And the problem is,
Well, here's the thing. You've seen the stuff I do.
Yeah.
With AI.
The thing is, it's like I can't really stop the tech from being used. That's why I'm like, I'm perfectly fine with you using it. The problem I have is the fact that it's going to start cannibalizing itself soon. It's not meant to be this thing that... AI is one of those things where it's not meant to be the solution to a problem that was never a problem to begin with. It's the fact that AI art could have been used as a great tool to help everybody, and all it took was a couple of greedy cunts to be like, we can make money off of this. It's the same with Bitcoin. It's the same with a lot of other stuff. Once a tech bro realizes, I can make a shit ton of money off of this, it stops being the thing it was supposed to be.
Yeah. Well, in my case, all of that stuff that I put into the AI is I preemptively draw it by hand.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff I can't do, I let the AI take over.
And that's the thing. That's one of the things. If AI programmers were smart and they had gone to artists first and been like, hey, we can help you make really cool concept art that you can show potential customers, and then take that concept art and make it better by drawing it the rest of the way yourself, that would have made so many artists go, hey, that's not a bad idea. There's so many potentials that AI could do when it comes to art. The problem is the people who are pushing for it don't understand that it's like, you're not actually pushing art. You're pushing something that's going to start cannibalizing itself soon, and in like a year or two, everything's going to look and sound exactly the same.
Yeah.
And you're going to be the one to blame for it. Not the artists who refuse to work with it, not the people who keep giving you money because they have no idea what's the difference. It's your fault because instead of you being smart and selling it to the right people first, you sold it to the people who you could trick into giving you money for it.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of changing topics here.
Yeah, you can tell I'm going to get into a very angry ranting mood soon.
Yeah. So one thing I will say about art that no amount of computer programming will do.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally, look at my character.
Yeah.
No AI is going to be able to do this kind of shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's one of those things.
Oop.
Hi, Jabito.
Hey, Jabito.
Are you just coming in to say hi, or do you have something to comment on, like what we were talking about in the stream?
How you doing?
Good.
How you deployed?
We're good.
Tired and about to log off for the night, but yeah.
Aww.
You two are so cute.
Well, she could have at least said goodnight. How are you doing, Jabito? Hello?
Okay, bye byes.
Oh, alright. Okay. I gotta get some more Talos Browns on this guy, but I also have to figure out where. There it is. Okay, we're gonna come back and. Oh, shit. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream, Lurka. Would anybody like to join the Discord call for a little bit? Okay. My 2 hertz. Fair enough there. In that situation, I'd say take some ibuprofen because it is technically a nerve thing that's going on, Lurka. And that should numb the nerves at least enough to where you can feel a little bit better, unless you've already done that. Oh, then you have like an actual tooth problem. I mean, if not, you could do the wombo combo of Tylenol and ibuprofen. Because if not, I think I have some stuff. Yep, right here. So this stuff does occasionally work too, Lurka. You can find it on Amazon. I get a toothache every once in a while because I had a root canal done. And every once in a while, that specific tooth where the root canal happened, because the nerve is resetting in there, it just sends my entire mouth into shock. That stuff sometimes helps too. Hi, Farmyard Crow. How you doing? I wouldn't say they're pink. I'd say they're supposed to be more copperish, but yeah, they kind of have some bright pink on them. Technically what I'm doing right now is I'm doing the glowy effect for these guys. Does he not have any normal vents? Yeah, long time no see. How you doing? And this is where I hope I have enough texture paint. I'm not playing the E6000 out for just one model, so he's just getting... Alright. I'm just trying to touch these guys up a little bit before I do any finishing touches. Okay. Let's see how much of the base material we can get on, and then that will decide if we can actually finish these guys or if I'm just gonna leave them as is. And I'm being dumb and I'm painting stuff off screen again. I really need to start painting the, I really need to start painting the, printing the bases that actually match more my aesthetic for what I'm going for with these guys. Because they don't really have like an underwater feel to them. I'm actually really happy I found this DMCA playlist because this is actually a really fun one. I'm in way too many servers, but it's just kind of funny to see like messages popping up out of the side of my eye, like, what are you talking about? Okay. Let's fix this guy. Good enough. He's gonna look a little wonky, but that'll make him have some character. Alright, Lurka. What do we think of all these boys? All these robos? Oh, I just popped my back. That felt good. Okay. Oh, that felt good. I didn't realize I cracked my back and it was just like crunch. Alright, Lurka. Since I think you're the only one here, unless Rajonka's still here. Do we want... No, I want to dismantle them one by one. See, out of context, that would sound mean, but the fact that I know it's because you hate fighting Necrons. I'll take that as a compliment. Well, here's the better question. Do we want to go watch some ghost videos? See if there's a 40k in 40 minutes. Or do we just want to go raid somebody? Because I don't think we have time to start let's see if there's a new 40k in 40 minutes. Ooh. I found one we're gonna watch because it's from like a day or two ago. We're gonna watch the Orcs versus Sisters of Battle.
For this battle report, we check in with field reporter Brick Ironjaw. Over to you, Brick.
This is Brick Ironjaw, coming at you almost live from the rockinest field of battle we've ever seen. There's some punk rock sisters thinking they rock harder than Gazani's boys, and them boys is taking it real personal line. This should be one of the bestest nights this side of Gulf Stream. I'm Brick Ironjaw, and you ain't.
Thank you, Brick. Greetings, fans. Your host, JT, the voice of Play on here, and we have a real treat for you today. Orcs versus Sisters, Mr. Initiative versus Dr. Rhino. This is 40K in 40 minutes.
Mush it up!
James Mr. Initiative Jones needs almost no introduction as one of our resident orc enthusiasts.
I am Mr. Initiative. I'm here to take on the Sisters of the Iron Maiden with my orcs.
He's here to do battle against Matt, Dr. Rhino. Dr. Rhino has been on our channel before, a longtime patron and fellow content creator.
Yeah, I'm feeling great. In the Play On studio, I get to play against James.
He's here with his punk rock sisters to throw down versus the Green Tide, as well as to show off some amazing new conversions and additions to his army.
I brought a list today that was kind of focused on doing secondaries while still allowing me to bring the models that I'm really, really proud of. I worked really hard to create some of these custom armatures. My new Triumph of St. Catherine is a complete original creation of mine, and I'm super proud of it.
Matt is bringing 2 Dialogus, Morvenval, the Triumph of St. Catherine, 3 big squads of Battle Sisters, 2 squads of 2 Crusaders, Paragon Warsuits to Bodyguard Val, a multi-melta Retributor unit, 2 Seraphim with hand flares. Boy, as an elf player, those scare me. 1 Helverin, 2 Warglaives, a Calidus, and a Vindicare Assassin. He's also got a couple of Rhinos and an Immolator. James responds with a Big Mech in Mega Armor with the Follow Me Lads enhancement, Gazgul Thraka, Mad Dog Grotznik, a Knob on Smash a Squig with Head Wampus Killchoppa, 2 Pain Boys, a War Boss, and Zodgrod Wartsnaga. He's got a 20-man squad of boys and 2 10-man squads of boys. He's got 3 trucks, a battle wagon, big old squad of Gretchen for Zodgrod Wartsnaga, a squad of 6 Meganobs and a squad of 5 Meganobs, as well as some Squighog boys. Sweeping engagement's our mission today, so we're playing long edges with an angled deployment. Our primary mission is take and hold, so players will score 5 points for each objective point, up to 15 per turn, and Vox Static is our special rule. So command rerolls and new orders will cost 2 command points each this match.
James, I challenge you to a high-stakes game of Warhammer. The loser of our game has to get the winner's faction logo tattooed somewhere on their body.
This game is going to be with a tattoo on the line. And I tell you, I'm not too excited about getting a fleur-de-lis.
Oh God, if I lose, I have to get an orc tattoo. For a tattoo, Mr. James? Here we go.
You deploy first.
Pre-game moves here, and the Paragon Warsuits are going to be with Morvenval. That makes sense. The Retributor squads are going to get the Dialogus with the Melta. 1 Crusader squad and both Flamer squads are going to be in reserve. The Dialogus is going to go with the Sister Squad and a Rhino. St. Catherine is also attached to a Sister Squad, and the 5 remaining Sisters are just going to sit on a Rhino. Gaza's going to join a squad of 6 Meganobs. The Pain Boys join the boy squads that are in the trucks. The 5-man Meganob squad with the Big Mac are going in a truck as well. A War Boss with Grotznik and 20 boys are going in the Battle Wagon. The Knob on Smash a Squig and Squighog boys will be starting in reserve, and Zodgrod will be bodyguarded by the 20-man Gretchen squad.
This will be the Rhino.
This will be a truck with a squad of orc boys.
My other Rhino.
We're gonna do another truck full of boys.
The Immolator.
We're gonna go battle wagon back here in the corner.
Put one of my Archangels down right over here.
Let's actually put down the Grots.
Let's put down my Triumph of St. Catherine and her unit of Battle Sisters.
We're actually gonna put down Gazgul, his squad of Crump Masters.
Another Warglaive.
I mean, the problem is that
One regular unit of 10 Battle Sisters.
I'm fully deployed.
We're gonna put the Helvrin right here. The Vindicare Assassin. He goes right there on the second floor. One unit of Crusaders down. Very last model will be my Calexis Assassin.
Having a look at deployment here, and it looks like the boys is all in on this one. Looks like the Orcs are ready to spring a wah as soon as possible with how deep James is deployed. Rhino has similarly deployed deep. I think he's hoping to spring out of his transports and get some early shots at some juicy targets. First turn is going to be important here, as it could really set the pace. This episode is brought to you by our friends at GameMat.eu, makers of high-quality battle mats and pre-painted terrain like you see here. GameMat.eu has everything you need to make the battlefield of your dreams come true. Whether it's terrain, mats, models, paints, 3D prints, even STLs, GameMat.eu has got it. We absolutely love and appreciate the support they've given us over the years and would love it if you could support them too. Use code POT11 to get 11% off your next purchase at the link below. Now, back to the action.
Time to roll for Mr. Initiative.
Yep, you go first.
Crap. Hooray! I mean,
Looks like Dr. Rhino is going to be the player going first.
turn one!
Start of his command phase, and St. Catherine is going to give out miracle dices to 6s, and Rapid Fire is going to get an extra shot. Tempting Target and Secure No Man's Land are his secondaries. Not ideal, as that's going to make him have to move up. He starts the game with Miracle Dice, a 6 and a 2. And it looks like James has called the wah! Well, let's let James do it. Trigger warning, this will be loud.
I didn't expect that, and I genuinely froze.
I can't hear anymore. That was really loud.
Against shooting armies, I almost always call it the wah on turn one. It forces my opponent to either stay back in their deployment zone or come forward and face the brunt of close combat that my army brings to bear.
I'm gonna disembark from this Rhino.
Rhino split his forces a bit here. The Imperial Knight support is leading on each side of the table, and looks like he's leaving the Triumph home and not moving it forward. This might be a mistake, but it is pretty early. He definitely doesn't want to reach too far. He knows James can advance and charge this turn.
Shooting phase, not a lot to shoot at, but we're gonna fire the Helvrin at the truck.
Shooting phase, and he takes down the truck full of Mega Knobs.
And now that they're out, the Vindicare Assassin would like to try to snipe your character. On 2s, your assassin. Let's go. Oh, T5, so 3s. Got it.
Uh-oh. Sorry, it's D3 plus 3?
Yeah.
Roll it. I let it go. He's dead.
Oh!
Oh, and the Vindicare has sniped out the Big Mech and Mega Armor. That's absolutely huge. Those Mega Knobs are going to be slow as heck for the rest of the game.
Oh, that's big.
This guy brought dead models back to the unit.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh. Multi-melta shots, hitting on 3s. 3s.
5 up invul.
Oh, we got it. And then we got the 3 plinky shots, wounding on 5s.
6s.
6s. The tank's flamers definitely can't reach anything, but it does have a missile. So it hits on 2s, it's strength 14.
Yep.
So 3s.
Yep. Oh, okay.
5 points for Tempting Target and 5 points for Secure No Man's Land. That gives Dr. Rhino 10 points for his turn. Can't ask for much more than that on turn 1 of the game. Thieving Gretchen get James an extra command point. Now he's up to 3, and Rhino gets a 1 for his miracle dice. He's got a 6, 2, and a 1. James has drawn engage and capture enemy outpost, so he needs to be in all 4 quarters and take Rhino's home objective.
Secondary draws are not fantastic. In fact, they're wretched.
3 command points for James, 2 for Dr. Rhino.
These guys bail out of the truck.
Looks like aggression is part of the word of the day today, as James has only disembarked 1 unit.
Let's start with some shooting.
Orc shooting phase now is laughable at best.
He gets just everything into the immolator. Sluggas.
Oh, that is a lot of 6s.
6s to wound. 2.
3 up saves. Save 1. 10.
Big shooter. Hits no times. Then we'll do all the guns from this battle wagon into the immolator. So D6 from the cannon, 4 shots. D6 from the lava, 3 shots. So that's 7 shots. It has 20 big shooter shots. Hitting on 5s. Oh, not bad, not bad.
No.
3.
3 3-ups. Save them all.
That is all my shooting. We will charge now. I'm going to charge with the unit of boys into your Vindicare Assassin. That is double 1s.
And the CP reroll is 2, so I mean you have enough to spend for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I need that. Spending 2 command points on that charge to reroll is crap. A 5. Okay, we're good.
Oh, the truck fails to reach. That's really just a bonus charge. I don't think he's too worried about that. Meganobs are in. The truck into the immolator. It fails.
Let's fight. I'm gonna go into the Vindicator first.
Boys go into the Vindicare Assassin up in the ruins, and they pop him, but good.
He's dead.
This is now the Meganobs into your Rhino.
We know I'm gonna pick this up, but
I don't think so. I'm hitting on 4s. See?
Oh my god.
Also wounding you on 4s.
I feel those
Ew,
dice
it's
are
a 5 up.
cursed.
I saved one of them.
2 damage.
James has only managed to score 3 points on engage on all fronts, and he's discarding capture enemy outpost. He's not going to get the command point, though, as the Gretchen already gave him on this turn.
Turn 1 is the setup for the bloodbath. That is going to be turn 2.
Not looking good for the orcs, but I'm gonna bite down on my mouthpiece and I'm gonna come out swinging in round 2.
Turn 2 now, 5 points primary for Dr. Rhino. Miracle dice, he now has a 6, 2 2s, and 2 1s. Triumph of St. Catherine's going to give out extra rapid-fire shots and lethal hits. He's pulled engage on all fronts, so he wants to be in 3 or 4 table quarters and no prisoners. Kill stuff. That's not bad.
We're going into turn 2. What I need to do is move out of my deployment zone a little bit more, so let's get to moving. Then we're gonna get everybody out of that party bus.
Here come the sisters now. Rhino is starting to make his board presence known. This should really be a big-time shooting turn.
Calidus is gonna go down there.
Yep. I'm surprised he's left his other units off the table in his reserve stand. Guns on table kill things, guns off table do not.
Shooting phase.
Immolator to the truck now. And it wounds.
Gonna shoot that Battle Sister squad. There is a Dialogus there, and the Dialogus' special thing is I can turn my Miracle Dices into 6s. So because the Immolator shot first, it has a special ability that any unit that had disembarked from it this same turn will be able to re-roll its wounds.
Ooh. Sister's doing work, but the multi-melter whiffs. Oh, that might have been time for the Dialogus ability here to flip that to a 6.
We'll see if the Flamer does anything. D6, 4, 5s. Show me 5s. Oh, the Emperor blesses me with 5 or 4 5s.
Yeah.
Save 3. Another single wound.
Bolt shots. 3s? 6s. Nothing. We will shoot here. So 2 multi-melta shots, hitting on 3s. Double 1s. Perfect.
Oh my.
All right, next we're going to shoot this Rhino at the truck. And it is going to shoot its missile, hitting on 2s. We don't need 1s. Okay, 3s.
Oh my goodness.
Storm bolter shots, hitting on 3s. So 6s, nothing. Armiger into the truck with the multi-melta, and then the stubber over here. The multi-melta, missing both.
Wow, dude.
Next, the stubber, so hitting on 3s. Showing more 2s and 1s.
Like I haven't seen
Don't say it.
So 4s, 2.
6 ups then. Ah! I failed them both, but they feel no pain. Bye-bye. I feel it.
This Battle Sister squad with the bolters, 3s.
Okay.
Putting on 6s. 2, hooray.
I failed both.
The flamer, 3, 5s. 2.
I make one, fail one.
The melta, 3s. No, 4s because I moved. 1, just 3s. I only have 1s, 2s, and 6s, and I'm hoping to use the 6 for damage. Hip.
So far, not so good. He has not managed a kill yet for no prisoners.
Let's pop over here for the Armiger shooting at your Mega Knobs.
James is choosing Art as Nails for the Mega Knobs, and Rhino responds with the Calidus Assassin's Reign of Confusion ability. Hard as Nails is now going to cost him 2. He's in a command point deficit for sure.
You Reign of Confusion, my favorite stratagem. I use that stratagem every round if I have CP, if not every phase.
8 shots hitting on 3s. Now it's 4s because you're -1 to wound.
Yep.
So 4s. Okay, not bad. 4 at AP -1.
I failed 2.
They're 3 damage each.
Oh, 2 dead Mega Knobs from the Armiger.
Here. They're all within range to shoot their bolters. Hitting on 3s. 5s, now 6s. 1.
I save it.
Now we fire the 2 multi-melta shots, hitting on 4s. Ooh, 4s. No, we still have shooting over there.
Sodgrod gets roasted by the Calidus. Only 2 wounds, though.
The shooting phase really didn't do it for me. Kind of regretting not bringing my reserves on.
Charge phase now, and the Armiger Warglaive charges into the truck on the objective, and it's in. Rhino chooses a tank shot for a command point. He's down to 2 remaining. 4 mortal wounds on the truck, leaves it with 3. The Calidus Assassin attempts a 9-inch charge, and she's in.
Tank shot, no wait. Fight phase. I want to start over here.
The Calidus has scratched at Zodgrod.
1. Now this fight.
The Armiger takes out the truck, and it explodes. James using a command point on Kareen, my favorite stratagem. He gets to move the truck before it explodes, and kaboom!
So the truck explodes, and then James reminds me that there's this wonderful stratagem. He gets to move it and then blow it up.
There's just something about rolling a 6 with an orc vehicle. What could be better?
2 sisters, and the Rhinos, and the Armigers all take mortals. Nice! That's what I call a kaboom.
I will do the 2
That is the
hunters
most
first.
thing I've ever heard.
So I get 3 extra hits from the 6s. And 3s, +1 to wound, down
We're
to
gonna move
2s.
our truck and then let it explode.
Oh, she is in trouble. 9.
9 4-ups. No problem. Easy.
Yeah, no.
Oh, down to 1.
Now we'll hit you with some grots. 5s down to 4s. 2 more wounds.
You know, no big deal. Just
No
2
big deal.
4-ups or a, you know, one of the Imperium's greatest assassins dies to a pile of Gretchen. Here we go.
Hey, Super Gretchen.
Oh.
Oh, you got 1.
Yes! That means I still score. That's the end of my turn.
Rhino only managed a single kill this turn for no prisoners, so for 2 victory points there, but he's got a full 5 points on a gauge. He's down to 2 command points, not a great turn. I wonder if the decision to leave the reserves off the table is being regretted now.
Probably.
He is in the lead 22-3 as we head to James's turn 2. $15 points primary for James here, 22-18 in Rhino's favor. Miracle dice now for Rhino are a 6, a 5, 2 2s, and 2 1s. James has drawn no prisoners and secure no man's land. That's pretty easy for him to do at this point. Gains a command point for his Gretchen to go up to 2. Rhino's at 3, and a Grot Orderly brings back a model. Movement phase now, and he's spending a command point on Here We Go for Gaz's unit. That's going to give him an extra 2-inch move and 2 on his charge.
10-man orc mob. Jump out of this truck.
The boys bail out of sight of that immolator. They do not want to get flamed, that's for sure. Battle wagon advances into the mid-table. James is looking to take some board control back here, it looks like. I'm not sure if Rhino has an answer for the battle wagon in the middle of the board.
So I'm going to bring my Squig Hogs out of reserve.
Looks like the Squig Hog boys are lining up on that Warglaive. Their anti-vehicle should help.
Okay, shooting phase. 3-man squad of Meganobs here. 5s. Now, 6s would be ideal because they're devastating.
Emotionally or physically? Oh.
6s, so 1 devastating wound.
Emotionally devastated. So I go down to 7.
James is starting to chip away at the Armiger. Some incidental pistol fire into the sisters. Rhino spends a command point here on Rejoice the Fallen. That's going to let that sister squad fire back into the boys that just shot him. Spends the 6 on a number of shots. James tanking like crazy here. New miracle dice, a 4, a 5, a 4, 2 2s, and 2 1s.
Okay, so 3 died total. I'll throw the Stickas into the Armiger. Nope. And then the Saugits, which is a waste of time, but I'll do it anyway. Hit 1, need the 6, hit wounds. Yeah. And then a pistol from the big boy. Hits. Doesn't work. And then these guys all shoot their pistols into you in close combat.
Oh, the Calidus goes down. That is 2 points for no prisoners. Gotta love Grot pistols.
I will shoot these Meganobs here into your Warglaive as well. Hit 1, 6. No. And then Gazgul. 3 hits. Strength 5. Yeah, that's about how she goes. Into the charge phase.
This could be a big charge phase, folks. Stay with us here. This'll take a while. The boys charge the sisters. They're in.
It's exactly a 9. I'm just gonna charge the sisters.
Oh, they failed to charge the sisters. That's not good. Truck now into the sister squad. Gaza needs to make this charge. A 10, he's in. Had he failed that charge, I think it actually could have been lights out. Now it's a game. The Squig Hog boys are in. That is really big. The Meganobs really don't like that Rhino. They're charging that Rhino again.
All right, let's fight.
Dr. Rhino does have an interrupt capable here, so he's got to make James think about where to fight first. James really has to decide.
I'm gonna fight over here first.
Looks like he's going to go with the Squig Hog boys. Take the Armiger down to 2 wounds remaining.
4 Orc boys.
Spending unbridled carnage on his boy squad to give them exploding hits on 5s. He's out of command points, but boy howdy, is it ever paying off. That is a dead sister squad. 2 more no prisoner points. Rhino's miracle dice is just a 4. He's got a 5, 2 4s, 2 2s, and 2 1s.
This unit is actually going to pile into this Rhino as well. Let's just start with Gazgul. +1 to hit, +1 to wound. 1 explosion. So 3s?
3s.
+1 to wound, 2s.
2s. 2s all the way. You knew that.
4 at -3.
6s. None.
Oh wow, Gaza wipes the Armiger. That's another kill. Meganobs wound the Rhino and the truck kills a sister. Rhino claps back now, no joy. The Armiger only kills 1 Squig Rider. The sisters get in and steal an objective away, and they punch the truck.
End of turn. Score your secondaries, my man.
That is an absolutely massive turn for James. 5 points, no prisoners. 5 points, secure no man's land. 15 points primary. That's a 25-point turn. Puts him in the lead, 28-22, as we head to turn 3.
I still have a lot of resources that are about to come onto the table, so we're going to see if that turns the tide, but that was one heck of a turn from James.
Miracle dice now, and Rhino's got 3 5s, 2 4s, a 3, 2 2s, and 2 1s. Keep in mind, he can sub those in at any time for each squad. He draws capture enemy outposts and cleanse. Not really good when orcs are bearing down on you. Actions like cleanse are not the best. Oh no, his Armiger's battle shot. The Triumph chooses unlimited acts of faith within 6 and lethal hits. This is where those miracle dice and the Dialogus come in real handy.
Here they come.
Not a ton to move, but in come his reserves.
2 Crusaders. Vol and the 3 Paragon Warsuits.
Morven Val in from reserve, targeting the Squig Hog Riders, I think. That really puts them out of position.
My unit of Retributors with multi-meltas and their Dialogus.
The Retributor squad in his home zone is in range of St. Catherine and her buffs. Oh, Gazkel, we hardly knew ya. Seraphim with Flamers, both are in to take a run at James's home objective. He could sweep Zodgrod off the board.
I get to bring in another unit of them.
Scissors with pistols are eligible to shoot, and they will choose to cleanse. Interesting choice.
Moving into the shooting phase.
This is a big phase for Rhino here. He needs to chew up Gaz's unit to get to that big boss man.
On 3s.
Oh, St. Catherine squad only manages a wound.
Oh!
The Armiger kills 2 Meganons. Here come the Sisters shenanigans. 7 auto hits with St. Catherine, 3 auto wounds with the 5s. Cherubs give back a 5 and a 1 to Miracle Dice. Then he spends his Miracle Dice to make the 1/6s and picks up the Meganobs. Did y'all just follow that? Because that just happened. He's down to just a 5 on his Miracle Dice, but holy moly.
Immolator. 2d6 heavy flamers. 4s. There you go. That's how you roll low, ladies and gentlemen.
I take it.
All right, the bolter on sustain hits 1. The 5s. Got it.
Fine on that one.
Oh no, the Immolator whiffs. He actually kind of needed that. Warglaive into the Squig Riders, just 1 wound.
Now the Seraphim. 8 shots from the Ministorm hand flamers. 8d6. Auto hits. Please, no more 1s and 2s.
All 1s and 2s,
Please. It's a lot of 1s, 2s. 33. Wounding on 3s. 19.
I think they just kill him.
Bolt pistols, each of them have 2.
Oh, Zodgrod's unit gets popped, but that means no charges for Dr. Rhino, and he can't get on James' home objective. Rhino into the boss, nothing.
So the only thing left to do now is charge. This is like really the one that needs to happen.
Morven Val's units attempting to charge using one of his Miracle Dice here. He needs a 4-up and he fails. 2 command points for a reroll. He's got to reroll both. Here we go.
I believe.
You believe?
No, it's not. That didn't sound like a 9.
I turned that one to a 6.
Oh no, that failed. That's huge.
Oh, ongoing fights.
Well, let's fight right here.
The Armiger Warglaive goes down.
Yeah, we'll go here then.
Oh, the Rhino has killed an orc. The truck does nothing. Sisters punch the truck to no avail.
And then I fight your Rhino here. The 3 regular orc boys. 3s and 6s. 1 at AP1.
4-up save.
Nice. Power Claw from the knob.
See, I keep thinking, I'm like, I survived. And he's like, all right, now I gotta roll everything else.
Power Claw from the Pain Boy. Poke. It pokes you.
He pokes me.
But it needs a 6.
Oh, 1 damage. Yeah, that's it. All the fightings. I get a Miracle Dice. I get a 5.
Ooh, not the best turn, but he still got captured on the outpost, which is going to be worth 8.
That's
It's
a fight for you,
35-28 as we head to James's turn 3. James pulled Assassination and Tempting Target and pulled 10 points on primary. 38-35 his favor.
I'm gonna say this one. This is your tempting target. The one you already have.
That unit actually needs to take a battle shock. They're down to 5 models. Pass easily.
Boys are falling back onto that Tempting Target. I don't think Rhino saw that coming. That's a bit of a holdover from 9th. Big Boy Squad hops out of the battle wagon. He forgot about him, it seems. The Squig Hog boys are looking to take a run at Morven Val's unit. I don't think they win this fight, but I do think they pin Morven Val's unit a little bit longer and leave them out of the fight so that they're not going to be a factor.
Truck falls back.
Big squad of boys opening up now. Rockets into the Crusaders, and one of them goes down. The Slugga boys go to the Seraphim and kill a model. Oh no, Rejoice the Fallen might be next.
The Mega Knobs in the middle, they are going to shoot their combi weapons into the same squad. 1 hit, need 3. Yep.
Oh, 3 up, 3 up. Nope.
Battle wagon into the Triumph of St. Catherine squad. There's 5 dead sisters. Gaza's squad is shooting the Retributor squad now. Will Rhino rejoice the Fallen to shoot back here? If he has enough left, maybe. There's 3 dead.
James, I'm gonna spend 1 CP and we're gonna rejoice the Fallen again.
The Retributors fire into Gaza's squad down to 1 command point. The Mega Nub is dead, but Makari tanks it.
2 stickers. 4+. Yep.
3 up. And this one is down to 2 wounds.
Slugger. No. That's all the shooting. Nothing left but for the charging.
Charge phase now, and this is where I think James can put the game away. This is a big one. Gaza at 2 targets, and he's in. Boys from around the corner, they're in.
I'm gonna charge Armiger.
Tank shocking Battle Wagon does 3 mortal wounds.
We are gonna charge into Morgan Val's units.
The Squighog boys are in. Oh boy, the boys miss the double charge. That's really big. James got a bit greedy, and this might actually cost him. The Mega Nobs again charge the Rhino that they're upset with. That transport has really got their number.
Let's fight.
Fight phase now, and the boys have picked up 3 of the sisters. There are 2 new Miracle Dice now. He's got 2 5s and a 3.
And then we'll do Gazgul now. Oh, I could challenge her.
Do it.
I'm going to. We're gonna spend a CP.
Gaza spends a command point to Epic Challenge and only takes 4 wounds off St. Catherine. Ugh! He could have done so much more work than that.
All right, these Mega Nobs.
Mega Nobs into that Rhino now, and down she goes. It explodes, kills a Mega Nob, and a 4 for Miracle Dice.
And now over there. Stickers. So 1 explosion on the hit, looking for 4s. Oh God. Squig bites first. Nom 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 nom. Oh, 4s. 4 wounds at AP1. 2 damage each.
3 ups. Save them all.
Edwap has killed Chapo.
Oh no.
So 1 explosion. 4 devastating wounds.
Squig Riders kill 1.5 suits. That's actually not that bad.
The clapback.
Big clapback from the Paragons here.
The leader back here has a mace, even though it's got a sword. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling everything because of ball. Yeah. There we go. 3s, re-rolling everything.
Sounds good.
That is 3 wounds to you at AP -1.
Make 2, fail 1.
3 damage.
5 up, feeling the pain. I take 1 damage. Do you hate me now?
A little bit. 1 Paragon now with Warblade. A 2s now. Hit. Okay. 4s re-rolling. 3 at AP2.
Make 2.
2 damage each.
Feel the pain. I'm blown.
Come on.
Fail mode.
So that's 1 dead dude. And 1 wound. And now Morven Val herself. 5 swings, hitting on 2s, re-rolling, and devastating wounds.
3s looking for 6s.
Devastating wound for 3,
Okay.
and then 3 saves at AP -2.
Fail. How much damage?
It's 3 damage.
Down to 1. Fail that save as well. No, he's dead. I have 1 save left to make. That's not going to do it. He always has feel no pain anyway. Feels 1.
So over here, so some ineffectual punching from the sisters, hitting on 3s, wounding on 6s probably. It's
T6.
strength 3.
Yeah, 6s.
0. And then the Armiger does some kicking. 4 attacks hitting on 3s into Gazgul. 4s, nothing.
Wow, they barely equaled 4 together. And that's it. Tempting target. I did that.
James has widened his lead a bit here, but there's 8 guaranteed secondary for Rhino on the table as James's home objective is wide open. 48-35 in James's favor as we head to Rhino's turn 4. Extend battle lines to add to his capture enemy outpost. He's got 2 5s, 2 4s, a 3, and a 1 for his Miracle Dice.
And then that goes to 9. The Triumph of St. Catherine is going to choose for her abilities 6 up, feel no pain, and lethal hits in melee.
Immolator, gonna immolate. Gotta love roasted mushroom. The Crusader runs to James' objective.
Moving on, shooting phase.
Paragon's firing into the knob on the Smasher Squig, and down it goes. The Retributor squad fires into the battle wagon. 2 go through, only 5 damage.
We're gonna shoot the Helverin into Gaz. -1 to hit, so hitting on 4s. 3s, that is 4 at AP -1.
Gaz is tanking a ton of hits here.
Stubbers, which I probably should have shot first. It's hitting on 4s, 5, 6, 5s. No. Pistols, hitting on 2s, 5s. 3.
Oh, there it is.
He's gone.
Makari finally gets unlucky. There goes the 2-up invuln.
Immolator into the boys.
Yeah.
A 5 on Miracle Dice for the Flamer hits. There's 10 total, and they all wound. 9 dead boys.
And then the 3 heavy bolter shots. 4s.
I save it.
This shooting here, it all missed anyway. And that's it for shooting charge phase. So I'm gonna tank shock.
8 dice needs 5s, and he kills 2.
4 shots hitting on 3s because it's damaged.
Immolator using a Miracle Dice to wound. No joy as it's saved.
With Gazgul.
Gaza kills 5 sisters, and that takes St. Catherine out of the fight phase.
I'll do the battle wagon now. Starting with the tracks. Hits you all 6 times thanks to explosions. 5s. 4.
So 4 3-up saves. That's not how you roll 3-ups. Down to 5.
So I'm going to pile him in. I hit once. He's a 5. Doesn't get it. Oh, I guess I'll try his Hurdy Syringe. That's that.
Rhino scores 8 for capture enemy outpost, 5 for extend battle lines to give him 33 secondary, 20 primary, 53 points. He's got a 5-point lead on James as we head to James's turn 4. James pulled Investigate Signals and Area Denial. He's going to spend 2 command points to make that Investigate Signals extend battle lines instead. Miracle Dice for Rhino are 2 5s, 2 4s, and 2 1s. Boys move in and get roasted in Overwatch, but Rhino's down to a single command point. The Meganob's backing up to hold the middle and be clear of that warsuit shooting.
Just get into it. The Pain Boys unit that's over by the far objective is going to shoot everything into the Shield Sisters. Hit 2 times. Wound once.
The Crusaders have tanked some serious shots in that bottom corner.
Then we're going to shoot everything over here into these units.
The big boy squad targets the larger Seraphim squad. One of them goes down, and the battle wagon targets the Warglaive for nothing.
Let's charge.
Charge phase now, and the boys have failed their charge again. Oh no!
I really needed that charge, and I can't CP reroll it because it's 2 CP. Thanks, Nick.
The truck reaches the Immolator.
These guys charge in there. I will fight with these boys over here first. We'll start with the Pain Boy. Dice are giving up. And then the 2 regular boys. 4 wounds, AP 1.
I have to make 3 of these. 4s.
Yep, 1 survives. And then the Hurdy Syringe into him. Hits. Fails.
Both of them could still be alive right now if I had not rolled the last one and just used one of that freaking pile of 4-ups over there.
So Power Claw into your tank. Hits twice. 4s. Got 1.
5 in the box. Okay, no.
Take 2.
2, go to 7.
And then hits you 3 times with the other guy. 6s. Nothing. Truck over here. Hits you twice. Nothing. And then the Wrecking Ball. Missed.
We'll do the Crusader hitting on 3s.
I'm gonna fight over here. I'll fight with the Pain Boy. Hit once. Failed.
Stick the needle through the eye slit.
Missed.
Then we'll kick Gaz. 2, so 4s. 1 wound to Gaz, no AP.
He's fine. I will fight with Gazgul there. I kind of want to kill your robot. 3s. 4.
No, I have no 5-up info. Only 1. 4 each? Oh. The Triumph, then I guess, gets to punch you. Hitting on 2s. So I get 18 attacks. 5s. I'm gonna spend 1 of my 5 Miracle Dice. That's another wound.
Gaza takes 10 wounds. Can he hold? Oh, he fails. 7 4-ups.
Yeah, into the Pain Boy. 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. So 3 wounds, no AP.
He's dead.
That mischarge is absolutely huge. It costs James 5 secondary, and with 10 points coming up on primary at the start of Rhino's turn, it's going to be 63 to 63. James has kept area denial, so that'll happen on his turn 5 potentially. Rhino has drawn Storm Hostile objective and Overwhelming Force. He's got to flip an objective, and he's got to kill a unit on an objective. For Miracle Dice, Rhino's got a 5, 3 4s, 3 1s, and he's got a chance here as he's gonna take the lead. Morven Val deciding to spike her once per game ability to make her super killy. He's up 2 command points to 1. This could be big.
Triumph of St. Catherine abilities, I'm gonna have 6 up, feel no pain, and use as many Miracle Dice as you want. Movement.
Triumph of St. Catherine falls back. Gazgul is in trouble.
Get another Miracle Dice because of Battle Sister unit. 4. This unit of Battle Sisters is gonna stay outside of an inch of Gaz. We're gonna move up as far as we can towards the truck. Fall back with the 1 Crusader. I'm going to move that Crusader 4 inches so it moves up 10.
Speed bump.
We're gonna start over here just so I don't forget that she has the +3.
Ooh, Morven Val's unit opens up. That's 1 dead squad.
We're gonna fire the multi-meltas into Gaz. 6 shots, I can spend as many Miracle Dice as I want, and they all turn into 6s. I'm just gonna spend these 3 as hits, which are gonna turn into 6s, and then we're gonna roll 3 more 3s because they didn't move. 1, so a total of 4 hits. We're gonna wound on 3s, Miracle Dice, 3 wounds, AP a bajillion.
Oh, Gazgul gets rocked out in the shooting phase.
Got him. Flame next. D6 flamers. 18. 5s. 4.
Save 2. Feel them. Bolt pistols.
All of them are hitting on 3s. Strength 4s and frost of 5s. Nothing. Charges. I'm gonna charge the Battle Sisters into the truck.
James is overwatching with the battle wagon to that sister squad that's charging him. This could actually win the game if it works. He kills 3. He could kill that squad and potentially take out the Triumph and bury this game.
All right, so we're gonna spend the 4 Miracle Dice for 1 of the 2 charge dice for this unit into your boys.
That small squad of Seraphim charges the boys. They need to stop James from scoring his home objective. The big squad fails. 2 command points to re-roll, and he's in. This is just literally trying to stop James from getting on that objective.
Fight phase.
Seraphim squad's down. Holy crap! James' Feel No Pains are on point. This is nuts. He only loses 2 models.
Correct. Into the battle wagon.
So hitting on 2s?
Hitting on 2s.
Winning on 5s.
Winning on 5s. Nothing.
Battle wagon fights back and only kills 1 of the sisters.
And then ongoing fights.
This means nothing to me. You can't kill me, I can't kill you. Pillow fight in the corner.
That won't change anything, so moving on.
These boys here are gonna pile in.
Boy squad now, this is really big because 3-up saves are a thing, and he needs to be able to score extend battle lines or he's gonna lose the game, and that means he needs his home objective. Dr. Rhino is doing everything he can to stop James from scoring.
This is the first fight this mob's made it into. 2 boys. They all hit. Winning on 3s. That is 4 wounds at AP1.
4 ups. I saved 2 of them, so there's 1 still alive right now.
And then Mad Dog Grotznik is also against that squad. Hitting on 2s. 1 wound.
5s. Oh!
And then the Hurdy Syringe. Hits. It's anti-infantry 4+.
3 up.
Yep.
Nope. Give me a 1. Perfect.
On this squad, I have 3 regular boys, the Knob, and the War Boss. 3 regular boys. 3s. 6. AP1.
6 4-ups, and I only have a 1 on the Miracle Dice, so I can't use that for anything. I drop 3, so there's only 1 left.
We'll do the Knob. 2s. 2.
5s. Close, but no, they're dead. Crusader, hitting on 3s. 5s. 1 AP2.
Feel no pain.
and you don't feel it.
It's the only thing I can roll in this game is feel no pain.
It's the end of my turn.
That was a calculated risk, and it looks like it may not have paid off. Strength 4 flamers into toughness 5 boys is literally just not enough. Rhino does score Storm Hostile. He does score Overwhelming Force. That finishes his point total at 70 points. James sits at 63. Let's see what he can do. Still got extend battle lines, and he's pulled behind enemy lines. Holy crap! The Meganobs need to succeed this Battle Shock test, and they do. That is huge!
Oh, yeah! That's how you finish it out.
The truck falls back. The wagon falls back. That's 2 units for behind enemy lines. The boys already hold the center objective, and he's made his Battle Shock test. That's literally what it's come down to, folks. 5 on behind enemy lines, 5 on extend battle lines, and 10-point scoring on the bottom. That gives James 83 plus Pate 93 to Dr. Rhino's 80. That is your final. What a nail biter. 93 to 80 in favor of this episode's victor, James Mr. Initiative Jones.
I gotta get an orc tattoo. Son of a... Great game, man.
Really game. Ooh, tighty. I thought you had me for the last 2 turns.
I thought the exact opposite.
Really? We're both sitting here like, oh, I'm
man,
losing.
I have no chance. It looks like I'm gonna have to get a tattoo when I get home.
Yeah, right. I'm coming back tomorrow with my tattoo gear. Thank you, buddy. It was a great game. Even though I lost, I think I might just get a fleur-de-lis anyway. This is Mr. Initiative, signing off.
Well done, James, and well played, Rhino. Down to the wire. Amazing game as always, gentlemen. Thanks again to GameMat.eu for sponsoring this episode. We love their ready-to-go, right-out-of-the-box line of Battlefield terrain. Make sure to check them out at the link below and use code POT11 to save 11% off of your purchase. Big thanks to everybody for watching as well. If you like what we do, please consider supporting us through YouTube membership or Patreon. You'll get exclusive releases as well as behind-the-scenes interviews, early access to most of our shows, and access to our Discord, the most happening 40K community around. That's it for all of us here at PlayOn Studios, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I've been your host, JT, the voice of PlayOn, and as always, until the next time you see us in the far-flung future of a grimdark universe, play on!
Initiative, signing off.
Well done, James. Folks. 5 on behind enemy lines, 5 on extend battle lines, and 10-point scoring on the bottom. That gives James 83 plus Pate 93 to Dr. Rhino's 80. That is your final. What a nail biter. 93 to 80 in favor of this episode's victor, the most happening 40K community around.
I love how every time we watch 40K in 40 minutes, I start nodding off. Not because I'm bored, just because I'm that tired and I have something that lets me relax. Are you still there, Lurka? Because if not, I'm just going to go find somebody to raid. Ooh, somebody new, it looks like. Oh, of course, that's why. Alright. I'm gonna send you guys off to go see Tempest TTV. They're playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I hope to see you all tomorrow over on Blue Twitch, where we're gonna probably do something, I don't know. And I hope you all get a good rest, and I hope you all have a good evening. I'm gonna go pass out now and hope I get enough sleep. But other than that, bye my lovelies.